All right. So welcome everyone to our lower body strength and no joint health and balance class. So yeah, welcome. We'll get started with some stand-up stretches. So just here on our feet. We're gonna look left to right. And then just a reminder, if you're in my class, on this class, I will be re-enrolling you or retaining you for the summer, which is our Wednesday and Saturday class. So for those classes, those are gonna be pretty much your more casual mobility stretching classes, and then up and down. And if you're in my Monday class, you will be retained for the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday classes, and those are more of the active classes. So I should be doing that, hoping today or tomorrow, and then you should be good to go. And those don't start until late in May. I think the last Tuesday of May. That's when summer begins. Next circles. Remember, if you have a conflict and you'd like me not to add you in all of them, or just send me an email, or if you have a conflict with another instructor, just reach out to them. Switch. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our snow angels. Just right here. Yeah, we had our competition, our first competition yesterday of the 2 day competition. And yeah, the team did pretty well. Um, the couple, I think one of my boys could have done really well. Well, he did well, but he just got two of them actually got beat by 2 seconds by their competitors. But it was okay. They were coming from behind, so they were about 20 seconds behind with a mile to go, and they closed the gap they had on the runner in front of them up until 2 seconds. So it just a little shy between that right arm across of placing third place and eighth place for two of them. So we got fourth and ninth. Um, and there's 7 schools, and it's one of the most competitive conferences in the state. So I'll take that. Sometimes we don't have anyone in the top 10. So um, yeah, we have fourth and ninth. Which, and one of my ladies, she was to rank ninth in the race, but she finished sixth. So we're really happy for her. She ended up finishing in front of a competitor that would finish in front of her about a minute or two um, over the last few months. And then this time around, she finished um, about 10 seconds in front of her. So we're really happy with that one. Reach up towards the ceiling, push up. So day two is on Saturday. So these next 3 days are gonna be a bit light for them. Being right. Go left. Very good. All right. We'll start slowly with our slow high knee march. We're just gonna drive our knee as high as we can. And we're gonna alternate. We'll do about 6 marches on each leg. Good. Let's do our standing hip adduction. So just leg comes out and in. Make sure your toes are pointing forward. And again, if you have ankle weights, anything like this is an appropriate movement for those weights. So you could always add those on. Let's do about 5 more. You want to keep that torso upright. Last one. Good, good. And switch upright. Do 3 more. Very good. All right, let's do our quad stretch. So grab a hold of your left ankle. You're getting a stretch. And then right above your left ankle. And then we're also on our working on our balance here. Two. Yeah, this summer will be my 6th summer with Santa Ana College. So appreciate you folks returning and keeping the program alive. All right, let's continue with a little bit of stretches. So trunk rotations right here, left to right. Okay, let's ab circles. Keeping that back straight. Let's do 2 more on each side. There, all right, giant hula hoops. Just big hip circles, exaggerate, go as wide as you can. Really open up those hips, those tendons that run on the inside and outside of your hips. Oh, anything that you folks could do to stay moving, try to do. You could do hula hoops at home if you have one. You could just go on walks. Whatever it is, just keep moving. The less you move, the more stiff you become. Switch. Uh, Okay. All right, we're gonna do our reverse lunge to a high knee kick or a high knee. So pretty much we're gonna do a reverse lunge. We'll step back, down, then high knee. Okay, and repeat. A little bit challenging. It's almost a reverse of what we do with the chair box squat. 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Rest a little bit. So anything that's strength, just give yourself about 20 seconds to rest. All right, switch legs. Okay. All right. Very good. Let's go ahead and continue with our stretches. Let's do a hamstring stretch. So the static one would be when we're not moving very much. So we'll do the static one first. Slight bend at the knees. Bring your chest towards your legs. Deep breath. Now the dynamic, which is now we're moving from to stretch. So let's bring our glutes to our heels. So grab your ankle, come down, up, up. Oh, my knees sound like bubble wrap. Let's continue moving. One more. Very good. Let's go with our deep squat. Squat right here. Drop down. Torso is upright. Hopefully everyone, is anyone still working on this movement? Anyone up here? Or has everyone dropped down yet? Kind of awesome when folks are able to, open up those hips and lengthen. So hopefully everyone's, gotten a little bit lower. Let's shift left to right. I think I mentioned half my athletes can't get this low. They're just stiff. So and rise. All right, a little bit of balance work. So let's walk the tightrope. So find the longest stretch of your room. And one foot in front of the other. Flat, so just flat footed. It should be fairly easy for most of you. Not all. And then we're gonna go in reverse. And then now on our toes, okay? So off our heels, less surface area, so it might be a little bit more challenging and a little bit more tension going on in your calves. And then reverse. Swaying a little bit. Very good. All right, we're gonna do our round the clock squats. Okay, round the clock one-legged squats. So remember, we're at the center of the clock. We're on one foot, right foot's elevated, And we're gonna slightly bend that left foot. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, 6. And then when we come across, that's when it gets tricky. 8, 9 o'clock's always hard. 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, so rested. We're gonna do 2 rounds on each leg. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little 20-second rest. But yeah, is anyone sore from their glutes from the lunges we did on Monday? Does anyone feel tenderness?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That was quick. Right away. So good. So yeah, we'll continue doing those. All right, let's go with our right foot planted, left foot elevated. So counterclockwise, 12, 11. That was the fastest yes I've ever heard. 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3. Oh, there it is. That 9 o'clock reminds you of Monday's workout. Okay, so just shake it off. That's the first set. So about 40 seconds or a minute. So just grab some water, massage them a little bit. But yeah, so we're gonna do that a second round. Anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? Fun plans? Everyone's staying home.
I'm starting to go to the baseball games. Went last night.
Oh, you go to a Dodgers game?
No, Angels, Angels.
Boo.
Don't boo that. They're doing good. I
hope
support
so.
Dodgers too.
I hope so, because last year I was paying $1 for Angel tickets.
Now, my son's friend pitched last night on Pirates.
Oh, cool.
Didn't do too good, but the Pirates did win.
Okay.
Had good seats.
I need to take Julian to a monster truck show at Angel Stadium.
Oh yeah.
That's what I need to do. So I gotta start looking into that. All
I
right,
think they already had. I think they had it this year. I can't remember. I missed it.
yeah, I went about so we're going again with the right leg. I went about maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and it was raining, but it was awesome. It was so loud. Um, but yeah, I really need to take him before he gets over monster trucks. I think he'll be into it for a while. But yeah, kind of bummed I haven't jumped on that idea. All right, left, counterclockwise. Yeah, when I was at the Dodger game um, last week, I saw a dad with like his 3 or 4 year old son, and the son was naming every player out there, and I was so envious about it. I was like, man, I want to bring Julian already so he could do stuff like that. So, all right, we did our round the clock. We're gonna transition down to the chair shortly, but I do want to do some stuff. So, we do our calf raises on the chair, but we get a little bit more out of it when we're standing up. So let's do some calf raises here. So we'll do 20. So it comes up, slowly down. So 15 to 20. And again, this is another one where you could have your dumbbells at your side. If you happen to walk in high heel shoes or barefoot around the house, your calves are probably getting quite a bit of a workout. And also, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but shoes have a decline from the heel to the toes. And then there's some shoes that don't have any decline. They're called zero drop shoes, and they're completely flat. So when they're completely flat, your calf and your Achilles are being worked too. So just be mindful of your shoes. in case you feel like they need more strengthening or they're feeling overworked. It could be a variety of factors working with that. So, all right, we're gonna do a high knee hold. So grab your high knee, bring it as high as you can. If you need to hold on to something, do so. We just want to hold. And if it comes unstable, just bring your leg down. You don't want any accidents. Bring it back down slowly. We'll switch. Very good. All right. I do want to work on a little bit more balance. So if you could do me a favor and grab me one dumbbell, it could be a light dumbbell. So go ahead and grab that. Grab some water if you like. Maybe another 40 seconds to grab that equipment. Okay. Here we go. So for this one, we're gonna do a single leg Romanian deadlift. So we've done our regular Romanian deadlifts, both feet here, slide bent at the knee with the dumbbell, and then come back up. So this one, the only difference is we're gonna be on one foot. And if that one elevated foot is too much, then what I want you to do is that foot, instead of elevating it, just put it behind you and just lightly touch with your toes on the floor. So most of the weight's gonna be on that front foot anyways. So we're gonna do on the way down with your right hand. And then at the bottom, switch to your left hand. Switch your dumbbells and then come up. Now to my left. On the way down, we're gonna switch at the bottom to back to the right hand. Okay, so we're gonna do 8 of those. So 1, 2, and there you go, swaying all over. 3, and remember, you can have your toe down on the floor to feel safe. And if you feel like you're, gonna tip over, then just put your other foot down. You should be fine, and you could drop the weight too. So that's 5, 6, 7. Ooh, my calf feels on fire. And 8. Relax. Anyone else calf feel like it was burning? Woo. Shake it off. Give about 20 more seconds. Now left leg, so that right leg, you could have it elevated or slightly down. So again, 10, 8 of them. Here, so at the bottom, left hand, switch to the right. 1, then way down, switch back to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. We can put that down. Very good. Trying to think what else we could do. we could do some shuffle squats just to work on our adductors too. So if you have your mini bands that go around your lower legs, go ahead and grab those. So again, mini bands are these loop bands you would just kind of put around your legs. If you don't have them, no worries, but it's a pretty good investment. You could get a set of 5 bands for about $10 on Amazon. So, right, so we're gonna go have the bands, if you have them, right below the knees. You're gonna squat down and you're gonna crab walk, okay? So if you don't have the bands, you can still crab walk. So we're gonna do 8 one way and 8 the other, and we wanna stay low. Okay, because staying low is gonna work on our adductors and on our glutes, so those glutes are still working hard. Very good. Big little breather. 20-second rest. Right. Round 2. Ready, squat down. Awesome. All right, since we are on our feet, let's go ahead and work out our shoulders right now. So grab your foam roller. And then we're gonna transition to the floor after we do another stretch in our chair. We have our foam roller. It could be a broomstick. It could be, a long twig or a branch, golf club. Anyways, let's go left to right. Left shoulder. Ready? Wing 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 degrees forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 60 degrees forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, straight right in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right towards the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. All right, we're gonna go on the right shoulder now. Okay, we're here. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 degrees forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 60. 1, 2. Try to get as much range of motion as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right in front of you now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, right, towards the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now behind the back. Okay. We go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're gonna lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Let's go ahead and roll her away. Let's find that chair. Transition to your chair. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay, let's go ahead and sit on that left hand. We're gonna keep that left shoulder fixed so it doesn't move. Right hand comes over and then grabbing by your left ear, and that elbow is dropping towards your right side. Stretch gently and go and switch. Sit on that right hand now. Right shoulder doesn't move. Come over. Right, relax. We're gonna do a secondary stretch for our neck. So just turn to your right and then pull a little bit more with your left hand. More of a stretch. Switch to your right and add a little bit of pressure. Very good. All right. From here, let's do our Arnold press motion. So Arnold press into a shoulder press. So here, press down, rotate. And 10. Very good. All right, we're gonna elevate our forearm. Right arm is up, and then we're gonna drop that forearm down. Up right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna do 8 and 8. Very good. Left arms up and drop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go ahead and just do our shoulder circles. This is pretty not too demanding, so just shoulders up, forward, down, back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. All right. This motion here. Let's do our cat scratching stretch. So sit near the edge of your chair. Excuse me, edge of your chair. Reach up. Try to separate your legs a little bit so you have space for your torso to come down. Reach up all the way from the top to the bottom. And back. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, doing 10, 8, 9, and 10. Good stuff. Is everyone doing pretty good? Let me know too if you folks prefer how we started today or if you like starting from the chair. So hopefully I'd like to hear some feedback. So hands here and just opposite shoulder tap. What do you folks think? Start with the chair or start standing up?
Alternate. Sometimes with the chair, other times standing up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm flexible, either one.
That's good. What about you other 15 people? I could tell Carmen and Charisse would sit in the front of the classroom.
Standing up is, gets you moving in the morning though.
Yeah. Let's do our door openers. Elbow tucked in.
Es igual, Julio.
Okay. Josefina, next time I'm in Pico Rivera, I'm gonna let you know so you could leave me a plate of food in the front of your house. Come by and pick it up.
Just call us. We are at home all the time.
All right, let's switch. Elbow here. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and trunk rotations with the hold of the back of your chair. So gently, knees are facing forward. Grab the back of your chair. And just a slight hold. You don't want to overstretch it. Just want a nice, comfortable stretch there. Switch. Very good. All right, let's go with our piriformis stretch. Okay, so bring that left ankle on that right knee. And right now we're just gonna hold that stretch. Okay, we're gonna apply a little bit of pressure down on that left knee, stretching the piriformis. I've come across, I think, 3 or 4 people, maybe in the last month, that have had back issues. And I think out of the 4 people, 3 of them have come back to me that their doctor or physical therapist told them it has to do with tight hamstrings or sciatic nerve running through the piriformis. So yeah, just keep in mind, sometimes a lot of your back pain could come by having tight hamstrings or not being flexible around that area. So yeah, we want to make sure we continue practicing this. Hold. Switch. Right ankle. That left knee. Gentle push down. I think I deserve an all-you-can-eat sushi outing. It's been good so far. But sounds delicious, but then I always think about stepping on that scale after. It's really scary. All right, let's bring that knee up, tug it. All right, we're gonna finish off with our leg press, leg extensions, and then our box squats, okay? And then we should be good for today. So recline back. We're here, and again, just press. We're doing 10. So press and drop that heel. Come back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Continue reclined, right leg, bring it up, hold right below the knee, towards your chest, and extend 10 extensions. 1, 2, elevate that heel and then drop it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, awesome. All right, last movement of the session. Let's have one of our legs extended. So I'm gonna have, for this first one, left leg extended or elevated, your choice. And let's do anywhere between 8 to 10. So elevated, remember, no hands, just all legs. When you're ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gonna go for 10. 9. And 10. Awesome. All right, left leg now. Right leg elevated. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Got folks. This the session I needed. And the day was feeling really sore. So, how's everyone doing? Carmen, you good?
Good.
Debbie?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good session.
I don't know if it was me just coming into today's sessions a little bit sore and tired, but I felt like it was a little bit more active than usual. So Debbie's like, yeah. So all right. So yeah, I'm glad. It always helps and I'm not the only one. So I like suffering with other people.
Good. It was good.
All right. So Ella's like, what is he talking about? Yeah. So hopefully, yeah, like I said, if you folks need to communicate with anyone about classes for the summer, now's the time to do that. It's not too late if you miss it this week, but or if something comes up. But like I mentioned, yeah, our program is pretty much funded by attendance. So if you're gonna be gone for a few weeks or even a month in the summer, it's a 10-week course. You're fine. You can still be enrolled. But if you need to drop something, I would start communicating with your professors. So any questions before we head out?
Gracias, Julio. Todo
Hey,
bien.
Ramon, nada. Everyone else, enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Julio. You too.
Saturday.
Thank you.
You guys
Thank
want to
you.
volunteer on Saturday? Come on over to Long Beach City College. I'll put you to
Thank
work.
you.
So,
Okay,
all right,
yeah.
folks,
Yeah.
enjoy your weekend.
Bye,
Thank you.
Julio.
Have a good one.
Bye.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye, folks. Bye.